As your local election headquarters, we are working to bring you insight into the midterm election. This morning, a closer look at the Alabama Attorney General's race. And let's talk about it with CBS 42 political analyst Steve Flowers. Good to see you, Steve.
Welcome back, Art.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And ethics seems to be one of the driving forces in this race, from the timing of Steve Marshall's appointment as Attorney General by now disgraced former Governor Robert Bentley to questions about this $735,000 contribution to his campaign that came from the Republican attorneys generals who have ties to this OxyContin group. What do you think about that? Is it smart for Siegelman to talk about ethics in this race?
Yes, it is. I think that several years ago, the legislature tried to remedy the problem of PAC-to-PAC transfers, where it was make more transparency where the money was coming from. And it seems like this $735,000 is coming here from out-of-state political action committees to Marshall's campaign was not only instrumental in him winning the Republican primary, but it looks like a clear violation of the PAC-to-PAC transfer law. However, I don't think the Ethics Commission is going to meet before the election, so I don't think it's going to become an issue in the election. It may be something that's looked at afterwards.
Yeah, Siegelman still seems to be on that a lot, but one thing Marshall is really pushing in his campaign is this opioid problem. Is that really resonating with voters?
I think people realize there's an opioid problem in the state. I don't know if it's a prevailing question or not. I think probably this election in November for all the races is not so much about personalities as it is party. I think Alabamians have become pretty much divided on partisan races, and even though there's some viable candidates on the Democratic side, I don't know if they're taking these races real seriously.
Hey, you talk about personalities. Joe Siegelman, the son of our former governor, I had him in here in this studio last week, and he said that the last thing that his son wants him to do is to be talking about the election. How much, though, is that impacting the election to have Siegelman out on the road pushing for his son?
Don's worked real hard for his son, Joseph, who's a great candidate, real handsome young man, articulate, has a good-looking dog, too, if you've seen his billboards. I think that Don actually helps Joseph in this race. I think there are moderate Republicans in the state who feel like Don Siegelman was done wrong, and there may be a sympathy vote for his son, Joseph. He may wind up being the top Democratic vote getter.
But Alabama has not really elected a Democrat as Attorney General in 28 years. You think there's a chance this time?
A viable chance, but probably not. Probably all the Republicans are going to win. This is a Republican state, and Joseph's a good candidate, as is two or three other Democrats, but it's not going to be close.
Not going to be close. All right, well, we'll be together on election night.
Right.
As always, good to have you in. Always appreciate your insight into what's happening in the political climate.
Thank you, Art.
All right.